Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. This might be the only one I do today. Today is August 31st, if you care to know the date. Just because I didn't sleep well last night because the twins aren't feeling well. So that was kind of rough. Hopefully, a nap is in my future today. But, anyways, I just really wanted to do a reading, and I have something I want to share too. It's really cool. But anyways, and it kind of has something to do with past lives and spirit and stuff. But anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. The energy that I'm getting right now, when I was like kind of pre-shuffling, there's fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, whether that's someone's sun sign or not. But there's someone who's sick of trying to make something work. Like I'm sick and tired of trying to make this relationship work, or this whatever it is. It could be a project, career path. Somebody's sick and tired of trying to make something work because whatever they're doing isn't working. Like it's just something isn't working out. No matter how much effort they put into this, that, or whatever, it's almost like it doesn't matter what I do. It just falls to shit anyways. Like there's no progress in a situation. So someone's getting a little discouraged is what it feels like. But the thing I want to say before I start pulling cards and stuff. Oh my goodness. I had a giant coffee with espresso too. I'm just saying, like, maybe I am working too hard, but regardless, there's no rest for the wicked. I'm not wicked though. But anyways, I might get a little sidetracked, especially when I'm on the sleepier side of life. But sometimes messages flow through easier because I don't really think. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of comes in and out. Some of you might be realizing that. Like, when you're just kind of in a, I don't know, either sleep state or meditative state or just kind of a calm state, when you're not really thinking about things, information flows through, which is usually how we get clarity anyways, especially spiritually speaking. Well, what's really cool is with Hero, one of the twins, it doesn't happen when I hold Link. It only happens usually at night when I hold Hero, like, and I'm trying to get him to go to sleep right at bedtime, or if he wakes up, and change and feed him, whatever. I will start humming the tune to the song Taps, which is a funeral song, like a military song. It's okay. It's used for that and other things as well, but I didn't know that. I knew it was just a funeral song, and I'm like humming it, going like, why the hell am I humming the tune to this song? Why am I humming a funeral song to the baby to go to sleep? Like, maybe he was a soldier or something in a past life, and I kind of feel like he was, because he does have a I keep hearing Purple Heart in my head, but he has like a little red birthmark on his chest, and it almost looks like as if somebody got, that could have been how he passed or something in a past life. Because they say birthmarks, they represent how you passed in a previous life sometimes, or like an injury or something, just depends. But anyways, I hum that song and he falls asleep to it. Well, I was like, what is the significance of that song besides for funerals and stuff? And I wanted to see the lyrics and stuff because it's usually just the trumpet you hear. And come to find out, pre-Civil War era, it meant extinguishing lights. So it was like, time to go to bed, soldier. It's a bedtime song, too. That's what it's used for. And I was singing him a very old bedtime song. I was like, wow. And I had no clue. And I thought that was just like super cool. And if he was a soldier in a past life and stuff, it's kind of ironic that his name is Hero in this life. Like, I don't know. He feels like an old soul whenever I hold him. He's like a little old man. I always say that, like, oh, you're like a little old man. And Link feels more brand new. Like, not saying he's like never had a past life, but I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, because Link is a very old name as well. Link-a-doodle-doo. But anyways, I just wanted to share that because I thought that was really cool. There's also someone that sits in the chair that I got from a yard sale that must have loved gummy bears or something, because I'm telling you what, every freaking time I sit in that chair, I want gummy bears. And any other time, I don't think about it. And I don't really crave anything on this carnivore diet. But when I sit in that chair, I start wanting to snack. So I'm like, was there like a stoner that used to sit in this chair or something? Or someone who just really liked to snack? Because every time I sit there, I want gummy bears or Twizzlers. Those two things. I don't know why. But anyways, let's see. It's a spiritual thing. It's like me picking up on somebody. Another weird thing, while I'm shuffling, it was a reading that I shared. I posted it. I don't know if it was on Willow's Wisdom or on here, but I started tasting garlic, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm tasting garlic. Well, we didn't have any garlic or anything in the house, and there's a clove of fresh garlic sitting on the counter today. I think it was picked up last night, but I was like, well, there's garlic. That's kind of funny. So, I don't know. Anyways, it's just weird how little things pop up like that, and then they come to fruition. The signs are with you already. As I'm talking about spiritual signs and synchronicities and things like that, here you go. Here's your fucking sign. It's probably Spirit going, Jessica, here's your sign as well. It is, but, it's little things like that. So pay attention to even the silly things that pop up for you, like, oh, I'm craving gummy bears, shit like that. And sometimes the signs that we sense and feel and stuff or see aren't always exactly what they are. Most of the time, they're not exactly what they are. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. But, like with the gummy bear thing, yeah, I was craving them, but I kept thinking of gummy bears. And then someone was playing a song called Gummy Bear or something, like, what is it? I'm a gummy bear. Like that stupid song. So, there's significance there. It's just weird how things come together sometimes. So just pay attention to the little things that you sense, basically. I do feel like there is a reconnection coming up for some of you. You're being guided towards another person, or they're being guided towards you. You're kind of being guided towards one another. And it might be for a reason, an unexpected reason, like, because we're not always guided towards another person because of love, Okay, now I'm getting, last night was a blue moon, it was a full moon, and the energies were picking up, like, a lot of you pick up on spiritual signs and stuff, and your intuition is heightened around the new moon and full moon cycles. I know that happens to me. It's very intuitive because you're very connected to the moon for some of you. Because it's making me think of Horus now. But I kept hearing yesterday, don't forget to protect yourself. Don't forget to protect yourself, like energetically. So some of you either need that reminder because we're still in that moon energy, or some of you could have been doing that. I know I do it, especially around the full moon, but I kept hearing that because lots of different messages and energies were coming through. Okay, that just popped in. So, because it's significant, don't forget to do that every moon cycle, every moon phase. Like, well, not every moon phase, but new moon, full moon. Especially around Halloween. It has to do with protection because jack-o'-lanterns are protection. Your intuition is definitely protecting you. But regardless of protection and stuff like that, I was talking about being drawn to another person. And it can be for different reasons. It's not always like romantically. You're being drawn towards someone. They're being drawn towards you for a very specific reason. There's something to do with a broom. I don't know if it has to do with like a witch's broom, or like, sweeping the floor, just a regular broom, an old broom, something. You're being drawn towards someone. And it's significant. A broom and a cat. This making me think of witches and stuff, but cats, they're like half in, half out. Like when it comes between realms and stuff, they usually can sense and see spirit. And it's making me think of that dream where the cat told me that somebody was blocked off. But cats, like black cats, for example, I've said this a million times, they're not bad luck. They warn you of bad things that are up ahead, so they're actually good luck. They're messengers. Spirit's sending you a message. They're sending you a message through signs. I just heard someone is not getting the messages. They're not getting the spiritual messages. They're missing them. They're missing the details. Someone's missing the details of certain messages. Because it almost appears to be kind of cryptic to somebody, but it's really not. I just heard, don't read too much into the signs and synchronicities. Take them at face value. Because even though I just said, like with the gummy bears, I was craving gummy bears, that could be a literal thing, but then the gummy bear song, was played, and so it's gummy bears. That's still in there. It's still literal, you know what I mean? And the Pampers is popping in my head too. Like I said, when I was staring at the Pampers box and then the twins came here, that was a literal sign too. So not every spiritual sign is meant to be read between the lines. It's not always cryptic. Sometimes it's right on the fucking money. You know what I mean? Taps is significant, even though I said that about Hero. That's not just about that. That's probably why Spirit was like egging me on to say it publicly. It's significant to somebody else, probably to multiple people, but something to do with history. I just heard know your history. So I don't know if there's a history buff here or if somebody's going over things from the past, because I did see the Six of Cups as well in a pre-shuffle, which is all about nostalgia, history. Could be children as well, but regardless of kids, because I'm feeling more past, past energy, like reviewing things. It could be your own history, world history, U.S. history, whatever it is. It's like know your history, because something's coming back. It's going to repeat itself. There's a karmic cycle, basically, to see if you've truly learned a lesson. That could be who's coming towards you, to see if you truly learned a lesson or not. Has something to do with a cover. Somebody was undercover. Someone's cover is blown, is what it feels like, because something's uncovered. Somebody uncovered something. There we go. Somebody uncovered information and they want to come forward. What are you going to do with this information? That's what I just heard. What are you going to do with this information? There's a significance with a heart. I'm not sure if it's like your beating heart, or I said purple heart in the beginning, or if it's like just a heart, like loving heart. Oh my gosh, it gave me a freaking headache all of a sudden. Yeah, you're reconnecting with someone, so let's see. Alright, don't give me a headache like that. Oh, it's just right here. Just right here. That's it. That's it. Ow. Right here just started hurting too, but that felt like, that's not internal. That felt like someone just has something to do with someone's heart. That felt like someone just poked me in the chest. It just went like this. Like, what's weird is my dad used to do that when we were kids. Like, you listen, and it was like the steel finger fucking hurt like hell. I just felt like I got poked like that. So, regardless of my father and that, this feels like paternal energy. Father, someone's father. There's a significance with someone's father and their heart, more than likely. Listen. Yeah, because that's like, do you understand? Listen. That's what he would say when he would do that. That's what, there's a father. It's not my dad. No, it's not. That's just reminding me. Okay, the reason why I explain sometimes the way that it comes through for me is to help you guys when messages come through for you, for yourself, because it's not always the person you see. Like, that just reminded me of that, but it has nothing to do with my dad, and they're telling me no, it doesn't. This message doesn't. I do pick up on energies pertaining to him, but not this. It's a father. It's somebody's father's going, it's a reminder. Do you understand? Listen. Listen. Someone's dad's going, you need to listen. Someone's father on the other side. Yeah, there's a father who passed away who's going, you need to listen. Pay attention. What are you going to do with this information? Something about now. Somebody needs to do something now. They need to listen right now is what they need to do. For some of you, that could be pertaining to some type of essay situation. If you don't know what that means, it doesn't apply. I don't want that. Roses, I don't want that. Handwritten letters. Somebody rejected you, or you rejected somebody. They just had to get away. Had to get away. You know what's weird too? Okay, because there's kisses on here. That's probably why this card came up, because I don't really feel much of what's written on here. And the roses, they don't feel significant in this message, because I was just like, I don't want that. I gotta put that back. No, there's something to do with kissing. Like lipstick, like kissing a piece of paper, blowing someone a kiss, whatever. But what's weird too is I've been drawn to do this. I said in a prior reading, don't remember which one, just a couple ago, wasn't that far back. There's at the very end of the reading, I said there's a significance with a box. Well, there's 1,000,001 boxes that people deal with, see, have, whatever, you know? So it's like, what the fuck is that? Especially in a general reading. Well, I didn't even remember. I didn't even realize, because I was like, what? Like, these energies were coming in, these signs and information, like downloads and stuff, yesterday especially. And I don't know, I was remembering things that were written down in a book that I, like my channel messages book, because I had a bunch of books that I was like, I'm not going to go back over these anymore. I put them all in a box and packed them away. Like, they weren't even in my tarot room, they're not in here, and I haven't even thought about it. It's like out of sight, out of mind. Those messages were delivered a while ago, because whatever I wrote down, not everything, but a lot of what I wrote down, they pertain to the readings I was doing, because I was, that's what I was doing, I was channeling. Well, in one of them, there's a poem that I wrote, and I put lipstick on, and I kissed the paper. And it's making me think of that, and it's just, I feel like it's connecting the dots, that's reminding me of the box. There's something significant in that, in those channel messages that I've delivered. It has like road just popped in my head, a road, but there's something significant to do with whatever's written in there. There's multiple things that are significant. You want to know something else that's weird, and I'm being reminded of it because I totally forgot about this too. Going over things from the past. Somebody might be going over messages that were already delivered through a tarot reader, or something that they wrote down, or just history. They're going over things. It could be communication as well between you and them, or that's what you're doing. But it's like, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm reflecting on that, because it's all resurfacing. Retrograde energy. Something might be resurfacing because of retrograde. But the other thing that I'm being reminded of is false information. And the reason, how it came in. And it's not false information being delivered through readings and shit like that. It's either misunderstanding signs from spirit, or there was misunderstandings between you and whoever this person is or these people are because of telepathic communication. Somebody was misunderstanding telepathic communication, or there were misunderstandings because of that. If somebody was sending you false information, they could have been doing that. Especially if you're highly intuitive, if you do that. Not everyone does, but it's either literal, I've said this before, I'm having deja vu, what the fuck? It's either literal communication, like somebody just gave you the wrong information, or it was telepathically sent to you. It just depends on who you are and what your situation is. But there was something that was false, but it was mixed in with the truth. So it's like, what's real and what's not, what's true, what's factual and what's bullshit. But I guess I gotta hold on. Okay. So what I was being reminded of is, excuse me, my channelings and stuff. Was this the one that I just looked at? I just saw the word power. I circled wings in here and a button as well. I drew a button. But regardless, some of these messages in this book that I'm looking in are fake. I wrote them intentionally. I wrote them wrong on purpose. I never shared them on here. But I don't know, at the time when I packed away my books and stuff, I was like, I don't want, if anyone's going to look through my books, this is what I was thinking. So I could have been picking up on somebody else. Like if somebody's going to look through this, then they're going to read the wrong thing, not the right thing. I'm going to tuck away the correct information or something. Evidence. I'm going to tuck away the evidence and leave out some bullshit, basically. That's what this like kind of represents, because I literally packed everything up, like all my channel messages, and hid them. And then I sat here and I just wrote down a bunch of nonsense. Some of it wasn't nonsense that's in this book, but some of it is, because I was just like, okay, what can I write? Like stupid crap. Copper, blue, coffee, listen. Copper, coffee, blue, listen. Somebody needs to listen. Really listen to what is being said. Oh my God, I just said this. It's all in the details. Details, very important. The details are important. I said that about signs. Don't read between the lines. Apple phones, Apple devices are significant. Yeah, this page is significant. Also, dizzy spells, getting lightheaded, are significant. You know what's funny too? Even when I write a bunch of nonsense, I get spiritual signs and messages through it in bits and pieces. It's not the whole thing that's written. So no one would understand my shit anyways. But it's like I purposefully put false information down so that if any problematic people were snooping around, they would get the wrong information. That's why I did that. And I feel like somebody else did that in a different situation. They could have literally said something false to another person to see if they would run with a lie. You know what I mean? There's nothing on that page. Where was it? Stop. Think now. Somebody really needs to think. Like, they need to really listen right now. Because I was talking about Boo in another reading too. And Boo, I scared you. And I wrote down Halloween too. Whoever this Boo person is, like whoever's acting like a ghost, whoever ghosted you, who's behind the scenes, they're worried. There's too many changes going on in a situation. That's weird too. The movie Ghost could be significant. You know what's fucked up with the whole Boo and ghost crap that's written here? I kept saying that there's a significance with the word ghost, and I think I said this in one of my most recent readings where I was picking up on songs where the name of the song was Ghost. I'm watching a show called Ghost. I kept talking about Boo, like, ooh, Boo, a ghost. And the movie Ghost is written in here with the psychic, Whoopi Goldberg, like how the spirits channel through her. They talk, like she can see them and talk to them. No, she can't see them. She can just hear them and stuff. I can only see them once in a while. And then sometimes it's like as if they're right here, like it's another person. It's rare because it takes a lot of energy to do stuff like that, for one. I see them in my mind a lot, but I get a lot of, we talk. There's dialogue, which is what happened in that movie with Whoopi Goldberg, and she didn't know what the shit was going on. She thought she was going nuts. I don't know if any of you remember that. But she served a really major purpose. I mean, you know, she played an integral role in that movie, but she helped that person who lost her husband. You know what I mean? Give her closure and connect. She helped them reconnect and get the closure that was necessary. That's the point of psychic messages, mediumship, and stuff like that. It's to help. It's not to hurt. I just heard, so cut the fucking shit. So if anyone's messing with a healer, I would stop, because I feel like whatever ghost is around might end up using you as a host. And guess what? No one's going to fucking believe you if you do something bad when it's quote unquote out of your control. I'd be careful with shit like that, especially if anyone's messing with the metaphysical or anything like that. Yeah, because that was, I think that's all that we need in here. Oh my god. Stars and clouds and moon. Ice cream could be significant for some of you. I don't know, someone, pay attention to what people say, especially if they're going back over the past. Like, even if it's the recent past, pay attention to the words they use if their story changes, because there's someone whose story changes. Like, they'll tell you one thing, and whether they text it, message it, say it to your face, whatever it is, and it's not just that they're telling somebody else or other people something else, they're telling you something else later on because they forgot what they told you. So pay attention to the details. The details will change in someone's story because they're full of fucking shit. The details will change. They do change all the time. Someone's up to no good. Something to do with a pirate. Like, pirates are, you know, they're thieves. It's like every man for themselves. Like, even if they're on a crew, like they're part of a crew, they're part of a group, a pirate will take care of their own ass. You know, I'll do this and say this to save my own skin. Fuck you. Like, they'll turn on the crew. There's someone here who acts like that. Yeah, there's someone here who acts like that. Okay, so what card do I want to use? We'll use one of these. I just heard no, so we'll use one of these. Let's see, what is up with this energy, please? I'm actually waking up. I was really, really exhausted before, and now I'm feeling a little lighter, like a little more energetic. Excuse me. I just heard, don't let the energies get you down. So sometimes, if any of you are feeling kind of tired out of nowhere, it could be the energies around you, whether it's living people or not, because there's energy vampires around all the time, whether they're consciously doing it or not. So that's probably where protect your energy, protect yourself is coming in. So if you're feeling sluggish for no fucking reason, and it's just like, why am I so tired? I can't seem to wake up. Cleanse your energy. Get to water. Some of you drink salt water because it will help from the inside out. You know what I mean? Money will be coming to you. Well, good. Financial reward is here, which is amazing. There's some significance with Wi-Fi as well. I don't know if it's your like home Wi-Fi connection or connecting to multiple Wi-Fis. I don't know why it's significant, but it is for someone. I don't think it has to do with uploading stuff and shit like that. It's being connected. You think about it with Wi-Fi, you're connected. You can connect to anyone when you're on the internet. You use Wi-Fi for internet access and stuff to speak to people, to look at this, to do that, to do whatever. But there could be somebody here who only has Wi-Fi connection, or they're only connected when they're on Wi-Fi. They're not connected. Their device isn't connected. Like it doesn't have a plan, data. You know, that feels like an old phone. That feels like there's a phone that was disconnected. This person doesn't use it for calls and stuff. It's an old phone that's only connected to Wi-Fi. So somebody utilizes the Wi-Fi on an old device for some reason. I just heard the spy, so that could be, they could be using it as a recording device. It's almost like to stay hidden. They might be doing it to stay hidden, whatever that is. But okay. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. So whatever this financial reward is, whatever money's coming into you, it's because you earned it. All your hard work is paying off basically in this situation. Slowly but surely getting ahead. So, and I feel like it's speeding up now because this tortoise card showed up reversed. So whatever this financial process has been for you, whatever you've been working on, working towards, maybe you've been overworking yourself in this situation, but regardless, your hard work is definitely paying off no matter how exhausted you are or how exhausting the process has been. It's been very slow, but guess what? The wait is over is what this feels like. It's almost like nothing, inching forward. Like it doesn't really feel like progress because it's so slow, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy crap, like time just flew right by. Like, you know what I mean? Apple. I said apples were significant. Temptation will test you. There could be a karmic situation that is resurfacing for some of you, whether it's with the same person that you dealt with this bullshit with before, or if it's somebody else that's just going to provide the same lesson. It's just to see if you've learned it. Some of you have already passed this test, and it's the spiritual test. It's not done by anybody else. While others of you, it's coming up. Don't pick the apple, you'll get bit. Because there's a snake in the tree that nobody saw. There's a snake in your family. There's a snake in the family tree. Don't reach for that ripened fruit, because I don't know, it's like don't reach for this, don't reach for something, because there's a family member who's going to go and get you. I just heard don't take what's mine. Oh, whoever the snake is, they blend it in. Don't take what's mine. Well, if anyone tries to take what's yours, you'll fucking bite them, or there's someone around that is viewing you that way. October could be significant. Birthday, anniversary, whatever is going on in October, or this tempting offer might show up in October for some of you. My goodness. A wish might be granted in October. Alright, so let's see here. I just heard Oogie Boogie. The boogeyman. He's the one who captures Santa Claus so that the Pumpkin King can take over Christmas Town. Oogie Boogie hides someone away. Distracts them, whatever. I'm not saying someone's literally getting kidnapped or anything. This feels more like a problem is pulling someone away. This level of temptation, they might be trying to do that to you. So there could be someone who's problematic who might come in to try to pull your energy in a new direction, to mentally pull you away, emotionally, just to distract you. There's a distraction coming up, because that's kind of what Oogie Boogie was doing. I mean, he was going to do worse shit, just saying. But his intention wasn't to distract Santa. It was to keep him away. Someone could be looking at a real problem as though it's just a distraction, but it's actually someone being pretty malicious. Okay, so he captures Santa so that the Pumpkin King can do what he wants, so the Pumpkin King can take over. Someone distracted another person so that they could weasel their way in to your life or into a situation. That's really what that feels like. Regardless of the details. Yeah, somebody was trying to confuse another person. Could have confused you because of a love situation. There was a distraction that was put in your path or in this person's path, someone's path, that was, they were literally placed there by another person. Like, you go talk to so-and-so, you go do this, distract them. So that he or she, you or them, whoever, so you guys don't connect with somebody in a romantic sense. So there was definitely a distraction. But I also feel like, because this feels, because the Two of Cups was face down. I'm really confused. I don't know what the fuck this is about, kind of thing. Like, what's going on here? Someone might be feeling that way. I don't know if somebody was dragged into a situation and they're unbeknownst to them, they don't know what the hell's going on. Like, what? Why am I part of this kind of thing? It could be because somebody was interested in you or you were interested in somebody. I don't know. It has something to do with some type of partnership that we want to keep hidden. We want to keep this partnership hidden. Because that's, you can't see the love because of all the confusion. You can't see the love in this situation because of all the confusion. Someone, I don't know, there's a mind fuck from hell here. That's what it feels like. But it feels like it was done on purpose. And if you weren't the one who was confused, it confused whoever you were interested in. Could have something to do with your work. Or if there's a baby mama or a mother figure who is working pretty hard to confuse somebody. For whatever reason. Like, they just don't want you to be successful or happy. Or I don't know what this is about. I just heard there's many reasons. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, well, there's a soul connection here. Someone loves somebody. Like, I feel like you and somebody are connected. Like, romantically in a love capacity. But whoever that person is to you, especially if you're this Queen of Cups energy, if you're intuitive or whoever is in this situation, the other person was confused by intuitive messages because they were blocked. Messages were being blocked. Okay, what the fuck? Messages were being blocked. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move this forward. I don't know if I should talk to you. I don't know what this means. I don't understand this. This is so confusing because there were blocked messages. The messages were being blocked. They weren't being received. Someone wasn't receiving the correct information. They weren't receiving the information, period. It was either being intercepted or whatever information was being delivered, especially spiritually, like spiritual signs and stuff, it wasn't getting to the right person. It was getting to probably all the wrong people, which was causing a big clusterfuck. Because it's making me think of third party now. Like okay, say there's spiritual messages that are meant for you directly and you're not watching this. You're someone you know is, and they relay the message to you. Like, oh, I just watched and so this reader, whatever, the message was blah blah blah, whatever. But the person who's relaying the message to said person is getting it wrong or fucking it up on purpose. So it's either like, oh, I'm not going to tell so-and-so that, I'm going to change the message, or I don't understand it at all. I don't understand the message at all, so I'm just going to repeat what the reader said, and it's not going to mean anything to this person because they say it wrong. Like, I don't know, something like that. Third party interference, even if it's not romantically. Yeah, because if you, I don't know, like, whoever you're connected to in a soul capacity, basically, spiritually, they weren't receiving the messages. Somebody else was. Because this Queen of Cups energy is picking up on the things that are unseen. How did you know that? That's in here too. So this intuitive, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if somebody blocked you online, stopped talking to you, ghosted you, whatever, because you were picking up on things you shouldn't know, and it could be a test. Like, all right, well, we're not talking, we're not around each other, nothing. So how did you know this? Because I didn't tell you. Maybe a third party told you. I feel like whoever this Queen of Cups is not getting information from a literal person. Like, nobody's talking to him or her, like telling them stuff. That's not what it's about. It's literally coming from spirit. This Queen of Cups is picking up on what everyone else can't see, because there it is right there. It's like, how many fingers am I holding up? This queen would know because spirit's telling them. You could be proving your gifts to somebody as well. What's up with this blocked energy? I feel like you're very protected. Somebody blocking you or you blocking them actually protected you because it proved something. It proved something. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a level of rejection here. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, this person could have rejected you, like pushed you away, stopped talking to you, acted like they didn't believe you or something. This person believed you the entire time, especially if we're talking intuitively. They felt left out. But if you knew anything about this person without talking to them, they're definitely seeing, like, we're not talking, we don't talk to any of the same people, nothing. How the fuck did you know that, kind of thing? Like, that queen is thinking that. Whoever that queen is getting a hefty dose of karma, and they might end up blaming you, and it has nothing to do with you. But yeah, you see what other people can't, and it confuses someone. That's why they stopped talking to you. Yeah. Someone was scared of someone's spirituality and their gifts, and they blocked them. Like, whoa, fuck this, I'm out. Like, I don't know, they're scared. I just heard, get away from me. You scared someone. Boo, I scared you. Yeah, I don't know, spirit scared the fuck out of somebody. And they don't want to talk to you because of it. Like, I don't know, this is too much for me. Like, that's really what it feels like. That's nuts. I'm just gonna pull a Willow's Wisdom card, and then I'm gonna go, and we'll see what other messages I can get potentially later. It depends. I get a lot going on, and the babies are sick. I think it's allergies. They're just really stuffed up. Is there anything else? I just heard, go get the book. Go get the book. Go get the book. I have multiple books, so if that's a message for me, I don't know what book they're talking about, but it could be anything for anyone. There's a significance with a specific book. Yes. Go get the book. Is it a Bible? It's a Bible. Go get the book. Go get the Bible. Soul Tribe, remain true to you so the right people surround you. You know what's weird with go get the book? And it's making me think of a Bible. Someone might, want to go grab their Bible, whatever your faith is. Or there's a significance with a Bible. Like, it could have been one of your relatives, someone significant to you could have had it. Or it's just, it's yours and you always keep it with you, kind of thing. But it's almost making me feel like this is the work of the devil. Go get the book. Like, we need to do an exorcism or banish you, or I don't know, something like that. Like, this is unholy. Someone's viewing spirituality as being unholy. Go get the book. Gotta cleanse this or something. Well, whoever that is not part of your soul tribe, I'm just saying. Stay positive. Life is only as bad as you make it and as good as you see it. Yeah, someone isn't seeing the good in someone's spiritual gifts or something. They're just seeing the negative. I don't know, they're looking at it from a very closed-minded point of view. But, it's also weird with the whole get the book thing. Because I said I sing, like, the Taps song to Hero at night. Like, it's a bedtime song that I was unaware that it was. This morning, when I was holding him, I'm just looking at him, and he's just, like, I don't know, he was really staring at me. He wasn't off in La La Land, and I was like, do you want to listen to a song? And the song that popped in my head, because in my head I'm like, yes, like, yeah, I do want to listen to a song. You know what song popped in my head? And I don't listen to this stuff on the regular, or I haven't in a long time, but I wrote it down in my book. The song was significant. I wrote it down in my book. I gotta dig those out and see what else is in there. But regardless, Amazing Grace. That's what popped in my head. So I played Hero, Amazing Grace. And he legitimately listened to it. Like, he was just kind of chilling. Like, he was just kind of moving around. Then when I started playing it, I'm not even shitting you, his little hands went like this, like he was praying. And just his movements, you could tell he was listening to it. And I was like, well, there you go. And I started singing along with it. And he turned his head and looked right at me. And I'm like, I know I can't sing, I'm sorry. But I don't know, he just stared right at me the whole time I was singing. There's some significance with like church type music. Having faith. Have faith in the things that you can't see. Most of you do, but some people don't. I don't know, there's a religious component in here. I just wanted to salute, like, that's weird because I wanted to salute, and usually, do they only salute when you're saying goodbye, or no, that's like when you're recognizing someone, basically, like acknowledging them? Because I wanted to salute, and then I'm seeing the word stay. Like, don't leave, stay. And I heard at ease, soldier. Like, I see you. I don't know. The color green is significant. Could be army green, because we have green light here. It's go time. Stop procrastinating and charge full steam ahead. There could be a significance with police officers as well. That just popped in my head. I don't know if it's an MP, like military police, or if it's just police officers. That feels like... That doesn't feel like any, like, creepy messages or, like, someone's going to jail and stuff. I'm sure someone is in some of these energies, just saying. But this feels more like there's an officer who... they died in a line of duty. It was in a shooting. The shooting was involved. This officer passed in the line of duty. I don't know if he got shot in the side or the gut or something. In the abdomen. It must have been through the side, because I don't know if this person was... I don't know if they were wearing a vest, a bulletproof vest, or not. Because if they weren't, if they were, it would have had to have hit them where they weren't covered or something. Or it was an older vest. I don't know how they work. I don't know if there's, like, Kevlar and shit on the sides too. Maybe older vests don't have that, or certain ones don't. because it feels like, I don't know, like through my side, hitting like vital organs. Yeah, that officer bled out. Because I just heard there was nothing that could have been done. Like, there's nothing that could have saved that person. I just heard I love you and I miss my family. I just heard it wasn't as painful as you would think. It wasn't as painful as you would think. So if somebody wondered if he suffered, he didn't. It's more fear based, like, but you go into this, why am I saying this? You go into this state where you're kind of at peace, you're kind of calm. Like, it's like your conscious mind is panicked, but you kind of forget that you're panicked, and you try to, it's almost like you're so panicked and so scared that you scare yourself straight into calmness and try to calm everyone else around you down, even though you're the victim. It's like an energy like that where it just, I don't know, it feels like when you're in so much pain that there is no more pain, that there's no pain, you don't feel it. It's going into shock, basically, but coherent shock is what I just heard. So this person was talking right up till the end, but you get really tired when you, through blood loss, if that's how you pass, you basically fall asleep. Like, you just get really lethargic. I don't know if somebody needed to hear that or not. But he's around and he's in a good place, and he didn't suffer. If somebody thought that he did, he didn't. And that's what I have for you. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.